Well, we're going to start today's segment with some bad news. The O's in Port St. John's and the Lusikisiki are going crazy again. They're going crazy about taxis. It's untaxied O's from Lusikisiki and the taxi O's here in Port St. John's. And they're fighting over the money between the two towns. Major traffic route. Funny enough, Port St. John's, of all places, is the central commercial hub of the entire area that it is in. So anybody who wants to go shopping has to go to Port St. John's or Lusikisiki, but that's an entirely different section of the country. So one bunch of O's jumped in their cab and went to Lusikisiki from Port St. John's and shot a whole bunch of other O's. And then those O's came back and shot the other O's. And this is not going to stop. This is what happens when you allow a private sector to run a government responsibility, which is transport. Public transport is the government's responsibility. It does not rest with the taxi associations or any other private entities. Government, trains, buses, aeroplanes, that's your job. You are in charge of our public transport. When 1994 swung by, I could catch a train from where I am here in Port Shepstone to Durban, to Johannesburg, to Cape Town and back. Yeah. I could catch a bus and I wouldn't get shot at. I could catch an aeroplane and know that I would probably be on time and that nothing would fall off. So yeah, government, you O's have got to start doing your job. Unless you don't want the job, then give it to somebody else. But obviously that means you lose a checkbook. But alright, let's just go back to the situation. Port St. John's was my favorite town. I love that place. But I saw it just get destroyed by SASA cards. When the SASA cards came along, things started to get really bad because all of a sudden, instead of having to farm your own food and sell it as produce to your mates, etc., you just simply went to the bank and drew money for free and went to the bottle store. Not like the old days, you'd have to grow your food and then you could swap your goods for liquor or food, because that's what SASA is meant for, food. But if you go to any SASA town in the Transkei on a Saturday, you got no chance. You got no chance of getting in there to the bottle store. You might get into the Spar, but the bottle store you ain't getting in there. It's full, and every single punter was paying with their SASA card. Yeah. So yeah, Port St. John's, very sad situation. People dying in the street, bodies lying all over the place, cars burnt. I don't like to report on things like this, but don't go to Port St. John's, eh? Not until they sort their shit out. Not until they get these taxios. Guns away from them. Can't even call it the Wild West. It's much worse than that.